The time I married a chick with 5 kids, 25 or 5 kids. I was 19 with none. Fresh out of high school. Goofy back then. Definitely goofy. Um, as you can imagine, man, she basically turned me out. She freaked me to death
Oh my goodness.
and had my scrutiny before we got married. Man, every time she was a piece of I'm talking not feeding her kids properly, not take. It was the sex. The sex was crazy. I'm talking. I was fresh off my virginity. She's tossing a salad,
Oh Lord.
sucking toes.
Oh
Now this
my
was,
goodness.
this was back in
Oh my God.
2007. Yeah, so yeah, all that grocery eating, that's nothing new. But yeah, she turned me out.
Been there, done that, buddy.
And man, I remember I would get these little moments of clarity where I'm like, man, this why I'm doing this. Like, and I pack up my little bag and leave
Post nut clarity.
to go back to my mama house. And then, she hit me with she want to talk, and then
Yep, you
just
fell
throw that
for it.
back on me. And I'll be
Ooh, it
moving right
back
back
on
over
me.
there. My little bag of clothes and my little TV. And one time I left, man, she broke my phone. I left my phone on the charger, and she broke it. And I came back to get it. End up getting into it with her, broke her phone. Now I didn't know how the police and warrants work, so I'm like, man, she ain't about to have no warrant out for my arrest. So I'm gonna sit here and tell my side of the story. And was I wrong? When them police showed up, I was 6'5", about 280, 290 back then. And man, they straight put me in cuffs. She put on the show, start crying and shit like that.
Shedded her
And of
crocodile
course, the
tears.
kids
Yes.
start crying now. So now it just look bad. Now you got a woman and her children crying, and some
Big
big
black
black
guy.
saying he ain't do nothing. So as you can imagine, I went to jail.
L.
My ass went to jail, and I just knew I was gonna get out on my own recon. No prior history, no criminal record or nothing. They gave me a $5,000 bail, but at the arraignment, man, them people said that I tried to throw my pregnant girlfriend through a window. Almost passed out.
Oh, I can imagine.
Stop the cap.
Okay, so trying to get you for like assault and like what, attempted murder.
Yo.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yo. Yeah, I know that's how you felt, bro. Like, there's no way. And you know what she was telling them?
It's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
Almost passed out. I found out she was pregnant at my arraignment after she got me locked up.
Wow. And
See, I want to take it at a different angle. I mean, yeah, he's young. Always that little age gap thing. Like the guy's older than the female. So they still say grooming and she gonna abuse and all that type of stuff. This is the same. This is like the same.
it's in reverse.
It's just in reverse. He was 19. She was like in her late 20s, 30s. She has all these damn kids. She saw a young dude. Obviously, these older chicks like messing with young dudes just to have that youth all over again. Dealing with the same thing with him, doing that makeup breakup, throw the pussy on him, and then act crazy, then try to get him back, throw the pussy on him again, and then giving all these crazy interactions with him that all those have this negative dynamic with each other, and then and then now when she thinks she has you in her grasp, try something crazy, she's gonna call the police on you, and they love calling the police. That's something that have hold over you because obviously they can't physically beat you up. I mean, they will hit you, but physically beat you up, they can't do it. So they're gonna get the law on you. That's why they want to use it to tame the beast.
This is where having a strong mindset as a guy is important, because I'm not saying that any of us couldn't have been in the position he was in, but one of a close friend of ours, he was in the same scenario, but except she was trying to entice him, but he said no because he was like, I already know. Like all the dudes in the neighborhood wanted to get at this beautiful older lady that was living there, but she was throwing signs at my friend, and my friend was like, nah, I already know I'm gonna lose my mind dealing with her because she had 3 kids and she was living by herself, and dudes just wanted to smash her because she was so beautiful. And she was offering it to him, and he was like, no, he wouldn't take it because he understood his own amount of self-control, and he realizes that had he had been dealing with her, he'd have lost his mind too. So that's why he stayed away from it. And that's why it's like this is where religion and having a strong father figure can make you avoid these type of situations as a guy, because you can't fall to temptation. Temptation, what does they say? Being weak to the skin.
Being weak to the flesh.
The flesh, yeah, the flesh. It's like, as crazy as this story is, it was just like he probably thought he was the man, being an older chick, thinking like, oh, I'm probably that guy. And it's once you get older, you start realizing you were preyed upon.
She definitely likes me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't realize that you were preyed upon. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should have been the instant red flag, because I was already taught that growing up. So I was already taught, like, don't take anybody with kids, or don't just have kids recklessly. And so in my mind, I'd be thinking, why would this older woman who has way more years, and all this experience on me, why is she so crazy about me? And you got 5 kids. That would instantly be a red flag in my head. I'd be like, I know, I'm not saying you gotta have low confidence, but it's just like, you just gotta be real. Like, ain't no way I'm saying something that all these other dudes you've met ain't said. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I always look at that when it comes to somebody, especially when it comes to a woman older than me, because obviously I deal with girls. That would be my automatic red flag if I was young at that time, because I've had a similar scenario as well, but I wouldn't let her control me because I already understood the circumstances. It's just like, nah, we just having fun. That's it. Now I would get addicted to that, of wanting to get the cooch as much as possible. But as far as having a relationship, getting married to them, I'm like, bruh, I don't know where y'all dudes be falling on the wayside.
Do her justice and be with her, bro.
No, I'm good. We just smashing, baby. We ain't doing nothing else. And they like, how did you? It's like, that's the way that's why I said in the other video, you gotta have a more stoic, and you gotta understand what you're trying to do. Like, don't let these people deviate you away from that. But see, here, even the thing, that's the problem. Even dipping and diving in that is a problem. Like, taking the cookie when you shouldn't have took it. Sometimes taking that cookie can cause you problems. Even when you're trying to minimize the issue, it can still accumulate right there. You miss out on work. You don't go to school because she like, don't go to school today. Come be with me. Even though I'm not going to start a relationship with her, or in my mind, I'm like, I'm just trying to smash. But now I get distracted because I want it so bad, because, as dudes when we're younger, we have all that thing flowing through us. You know what I'm saying? So it's don't put yourself in a position to be tempted is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And especially on top of that, he got her pregnant. That's what it seemed at the end of the video.
I thought somebody else got her pregnant.
Because he said she was pregnant
as he was in prison
at his arraignment. So meaning either when he was smashing her, he got her pregnant,
or
and she never
dude
mentioned it to him, or she was dealing with somebody else
and got pregnant by it. And then you got a whole record now on you. See, but I mean, it can fall off after a couple of years. But
yeah, because he was. This was his first time going to jail. So
yeah, but still a stain on your record, though. And you wasted all that time. That time you could have wasted doing something to make you more better in life, to where you could get a woman like her by the dozen. Or you be in a position to where you could do it. But now she took that power away from you. This is how women take power away from men, by destroy what they're building. They like destroy whatever you built, so you don't have that position of power to to get those options. Like for instance, the chicks who are complaining about passport bros. The only reason why you complain about them is because they have the money and the means to get a pass. First of all, you have to buy a passport first. You have to pay for that, and you got to pay for your plane ticket, and you got to pay for your stay there. He has the means to do it. Y'all don't. So it's like, why don't I obstruct him so where he doesn't have the means to do that? I'm just using that as an example. Like that's an example of what I'm saying. Like them coming into your life can distract you instantly from what you're trying to do. It can destroy it because now you're distracted. You know what I'm saying? Now you're distracted in a bad way. The other thing I was gonna say was I completely lost my train of thought as I was bringing up the other example. Yeah, a movie that shows this. This is when I was younger, and this scene always resonates with me even now, even as an adult now. This scene still always resonates with me. I don't know if it's Batman Returns. That scene where Robin had interacted with Poison Ivy the first time. Poison Ivy had him in the dream state, and like she was able to like manipulate him. He couldn't control himself. She used all her sensuality and sexuality to wrap him down. But then later in the movie, when they decide to because at that time they have Nightwing, Robin, they had everybody, all of Batman's disciples, everybody in that movie, right? And there's a scene where he meets Poison Ivy again. Poison Ivy thinks, oh, you're gonna fall for the same trick again. I got you. You know, she's gonna put it on him. She's gonna kiss him, make out with him. Basically use sex as a tool to drag him back in.
Yeah.
He takes it. And then when she's like, how come my thing is not working on you? And then he takes off the thing off his lips. He puts some plastic to prevent the poison from getting into him. I was like, yo. Ever since that scene speaks a lot about life. I'm telling you. I know it's like, Kevin, this is a silly scene from a movie. It is, but it's deep because he figured out he can't avoid her physically. He can't avoid. I mean, obviously he could just beat her up or whatever, but he liked what he saw. He liked it, obviously. But he had to understand not to let it control him. So he put that thing on his lips so Poison Ivy's little whatever she be putting on dudes to control them, it wouldn't work. And I feel like if a lot of guys operated this way, we could avoid a lot of problems. It's easier to say, not easy to do. You got to put that plastic on your lips, on your body, man, on your soul. Put that plastic on there, bro.
Put that barrier of protection.
Facts. Like the rubber, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put that plastic on there, bro. Don't let them get in too deep with you. So shout out to him for telling his story, which is pretty interesting nonetheless.
Yep.
And I guess that's all we have for y'all.
Yep. So if you guys have anything you want to mention in the comment section about his story, or if you guys have more of a continuation of it, tell us in the comment section down below. So once again, we appreciate you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell if you haven't already. If you guys have any feedback or recommendations, you can hit us up with our social media or email down below. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace.